TC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back and welcome to the weekend. Unfortunately, another weekend filled with clouds, some slight rain chances, but overall mild temperatures. But we do have a waffling frontal boundary. That's what I'm calling it, because it's going to waffle back and forth across the state over the next 4 to 5 days, making for a very difficult forecast. But we do know this, rain chances will be on the upswing going into next week, whether it's cool or mild, and we're going to have both. So let's take a look at the big picture across much of the western hemisphere, all being tied back to this river of moisture that goes all the way back to a low pressure system, an upper low that's out here by Hawaii. This storm system has been sitting out here for days and helping tap deep Pacific tropical moisture that's being shuttled toward California, and that's the subtropical jet stream, and it's anticyclonic right now with this high pressure ridge over Mexico for us, but with time it's going to be oriented more out of the southwest and be getting over us into next week, thus increased rain chances. And you can see another upper level system with the polar jet stream producing more snow at elevation and heavy rains across the Pacific Northwest all the way down through California, and this is all heading eastward. You can see one batch of energy manifesting in snow across portions of Missouri. Snow has been piling up here, and there have been major pileups on I-70, and then back to the west you get into the Sierra Nevada. They've seen anywhere between 1 and 3 feet of snow over the last couple of days, with another 1 to 3 feet coming. So they're measuring snow here by the yards, not just the feet or inches. Meanwhile, locally here, it's just been partly to mostly cloudy, plenty of high clouds streaming across the area. You can see that quite vividly, but also lower clouds coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, and maybe a little fog issue developing as well. We'll get to that in just a bit. Temperature-wise, we started out in the low to mid 60s, got into the mid 70s, 75 the official high in Lafayette. But notice, just back to the west, this is one of the warmest readings we've seen so far this year. 87 in Waco, now down to 77. There's a frontal boundary in the northern part of the state that is going to be dropping to the south through tomorrow, but it shouldn't change our weather a whole lot, but it's going to wreak a little havoc on the temperature forecast. First off, though, you can see where the front's going to be lined up tomorrow morning based on the RPM model, pretty much along I-10. Along and south of that, some sea fog developing, so we might have a fog situation primarily for the coastal parishes. Debatable on whether it's going to make it as far north as I-10. Last night we didn't see the fog form. Wind stayed up enough and out of the right direction, but tonight may be a different story along the coast. And then that fog moves back offshore with the frontal boundary, but it'll be sticking around and maybe coming back in tomorrow night through Sunday morning as well. So mild tonight. Here's that frontal boundary. The best we can draw in the latest model run. Looks like if we're looking at the wind particles, maybe the front's a little bit farther to the north. I've been thinking the front stalls out around I-10, but I drew it per the RPM model earlier today, and that front kind of waffling around across the area. Northern parishes stay in the 60s, south of there in the mid-70s. I think we'll see the mid-70s. And notice Saturday night, Sunday, the front moves to the north, and then Sunday it moves back down to the south. And I think we're going to see a little bit better rain chances than the RPM model is showing. We see that on the European model, and we watch what happens over the next several days. Cooler into Monday, chance of a few showers there. Then we get into Tuesday, back into the warm stuff with chance of showers and thunderstorms as this front moves on through, and then cooler air will follow thereafter. And if you look at the rain totals over the next few days, not much, but over the next 10 days, some pretty soaking rains around the area, threat of flooding, especially as you go farther north and east. So tonight, mild temperatures holding in the mid-60s, and tomorrow we'll see readings getting back into the mid-70s. So mostly cloudy and mild tonight with a few showers possible. We'll go with rain chance at about 20%, and we'll keep it there tomorrow. 73 the high, but our temperature range could be anywhere between 69 and 76 tomorrow. So go figure on that one. And as we go into Sunday, it looks decidedly warmer, mid to upper 70s, then cooler on Monday, then your better rain chances arriving Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
All righty, thank you, Rob.